Grasshopper Mendoza, and I'm reporting from the second of a series of stormwater information, urban water series, strategies that work, where we are looking at what's being done here in New Orleans, here in our region, and across the country, frankly. Today was the second. There were two speakers from Philadelphia and Houston. We had Michael Talbot, Director of Houston's Harris County Flood Control District, and Julie Slavitt, Executive Director of Philadelphia's Tacony Frankfurt Watershed Partnership. We had about 100 people here today. Each session has been to full capacity. We're here at the New Orleans Bioinnovation Center. The date is June 5th. And why are we here? Because we know that we can do better. What did I take away from this? I was surprised to hear from Philadelphia, from Julie, that they're elevated as leaders, and yet they're just getting started. And I was hoping to see some magic bullet, but they're doing a lot of the things that we're doing here. They are looking at rain gardens. They're using them as community development tools, which we're not doing. So that's something that we could definitely do here. They are planning for maintenance of these. They are planting riparian buffers, using signage as an outdoor classroom. So really looking differently at signage opportunities. I love that. Tree plantings. They have mussel surveying, which is, we have something a little bit different with our fauna, but again, tapping into nature lovers and bird lovers, that's something that we could use and do as an opportunity. Job training, watershed heroes, downspout planters, and they have incentives from their counties for stormwater management techniques. So that's something that we don't have here, and we can look to them for guidance. The Houston. I loved he started it with, Michael started it with move it or store it. That's the only two ways to handle stormwater. It's how you do it. And how are they doing it? They are also applying a lot of innovation. They're trying to preserve large tracts of land, working with urban land trusts. They have some similar issues to us in that they have different separate drainage operators. That's something that we're trying to address as a community right now with Super Water Board and our Department of Public Works. So there were a lot of lessons to be learned there. They're very similar types of initiatives. I liked they used wildflower planting. That's something that would be close to our native plant initiative that we're just working to try and adopt so that we can educate our community about the value of not only of trees and different types of planting, not necessarily turf grass, but looking at our native species, which are drought and water loving. What was fascinating about the Houston was this ecosystem valuation that they did, which came up to $117 million for the county, $70 million a year for the city. They were able to evaluate physical and mental health. The value of some of these ecosystem services is $77 million. Environmental health, $22.5 million in benefits to the community, and economic health is $17.5 million. So I plan to look for more information on that. We need more information about how we can value our ecosystem services, and that is to be found at the Houston Parks Board website, so more information. Urban Water Series, strategies that work. Number 2, next week we're going to talk about Milwaukee and Portland. So look forward to sharing with you what we learned. Thank you, Ganoff, for your leadership. Also notable is that we had 2 elected officials in the audience as co-moderators. We had Councilwoman Susan Guidry and Kristen Palmer. So that was great. We also had another large, the leadership from the Sewage and Water Board was here. We had about 8 or 9 people listening, and my understanding is there were some ideas that they were very excited about. So good work, Ganoff, and until the next time, thanks.
We all hope that tomorrow be better. We are all good. like the spokes